Okay, this is right by the border. We're now going into California.
Yeah, you get to go to California.
You can't see very out the windows very good, but I'm not going to walk across it. Here's the bug station. Oh, good, they're closed because we have oranges. You have to go through this bug station right here, and they say, "Do you have any produce?" And if you lie, you go through. But if you give it to them, you go through. Then they sit in the back room and eat it.
They do.
Because I know somebody who worked there.
Yeah.
And then the ocean is just right here. You follow the ocean all the way down. It's kind of hazy. Why do you think it's hazy?
Can't see anything here.
Yeah, it's on. Don't indulge any. What's the word? Indulge.
Here's the
My
ocean.
son went through the bug station. Can you hear that?
Okay, say it.
And his dog, he had a big Rottweiler
Here,
dog.
hold it over there out that window. Yeah.
He had a big Rottweiler dog, and it had an apple in his mouth. And they asked him if he had any fruits. He said no. And they said, "Well, what about that apple in your dog's mouth?" And my son says, "You take it out of his mouth."
Oh, that is
They said, "Okay, go ahead."
Yeah. Well, I knew the guy who worked there, and I said, "Do you call the police if they don't give you the stuff?" And he goes, "No, we will not make a scene, and we won't. If they're going to fight for it, we don't fight with them."
I didn't know that.
Chris said, "We just let them go through because we're not going to have a fight about
I
it."
had a friend that lived right, like across the street from the agriculture.
Yeah.
And she said they put all that stuff. She was really, really poor when she was there. They would put all the fruit and stuff in that garbage can right there.
Uh-huh.
And she said as soon as they closed the bug station, they would go over at night and they would get into that.
And eat good.
Get all of it.
Well, and Chris said if somebody hit a deer and told them about it, they would call and take it to
The prison.
they'd take it to the
Jail.
rest home or I don't know,
They
somewhere.
go to the jail.
The jail, yeah.
Yeah.
If it was a new, fresh hit. But sometimes he said he would take it. He would
Oh.
on his motorcycle and go get it and take it home.
This motorcycle.
And butcher it, yeah.
Oh.
Well, you know, deer are little here.
That's true.
Not very big.
But
It's like
I'd
a
wanna
big
know
dog.
if it's still warm and had been laying there.
Yeah, if they just hit it, he said he would, because he was poor and it was free food.
Yeah, for sure.
And his parents owned a butcher shop, a meat butcher thing,
Oh,
a
so
cooler
he knew how to
kind.
do it.
So he knew how to do it. Oh yeah, see the ocean's just right here, and you're passing right by. I'm sure if you go online, you can find better videos than what I'm taking.
Oh,
And then right here's your gambling.
Here's the first casino of California.
If you're into gambling, they're open all night.
We can't say the name of the tribe because I don't know how to pronounce it. But it's
There it is, Howlon Quet Lodge.
Quit.
Say that faster, and that's it.
Eloquent.
Halaquint. You can look it up. Google that. And then down here is a wonderful beach for sea dollars. What are those called? Sand dollars.
$10.
To collect. Trevor took his kids down here. The mouth of whatever river it is.
Smith River.
Oh, so I knew that. Smith
And this
River.
belongs to the Indians. Own this too. They own all this.
The
land.
Indian-
So they're adding on to that. They own this.
School.
This daycare school.
They put the Indians here when the Americans took all their land from them. They gave them
Well,
this
they
land.
never left. They didn't have to go relocate. This is original Indian.
Yeah, this is theirs.
Yeah.
But the other people took it from them.
Yeah. Now there's another bunch of right here.
This was a famous ship ashore, and you used to be
See
able
that right there? RV
Oh, yeah.
Park? You can't even pronounce it.
trailer park. And see this boat right here? It's a real boat, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it was called Ship Ashore, and you could go in there, and they had a gift shop. Was it ever a restaurant? It seems like it was a restaurant when we were
There was
little.
always a gift shop. The restaurant
Gift
was
shop.
down
Yeah, then they have
there.
it.
They could Google that. There is quite a story about how they trucked it, from someplace and put it here.
Because it was
We
non-sellable.
get a lot of elk in this field. This is one place the elk like. We have about 3 or 4 elk herds around here. And lots of times they're right here. I've gone down here on my way to work and there'll be a big male elk standing right on the side of the road ready to jump. They're
And
scared you to
there's the
death.
blackberries, lots of blackberries on the sides of the road. Okay, now we go away from the ocean for a little bit. So you don't drive by the ocean.
This is that tree.
We're going to the
This
redwoods.
is that biggest tree right there.
No, it
No,
isn't.
it isn't.
not the biggest cypress tree.
No,
that was that
that's one
myrtlewood
close to
tree.
That's a
where,
myrtlewood tree.
that's close to where
That's the
Jeff
biggest
had
one.
his.
That's a fir tree.
That's a fir tree. It's not cypress.
All
That
right.
isn't the biggest tree. Okay, I don't know if you can see this very good. In fact, you can't hardly see it at all. But that between those trees right there is Pelican Bay State Prison. It is the northernmost. We're going on a road that is so weird. It's called Wonder Stump Road. And back in the day, there was redwood trees everywhere. Of course, we're in kind of some redwoods. And they just cut these trees down. And these I don't know if you've ever seen a redwood, but the base of their stump could be as big as your living room. I mean, it was big. And they never pulled the stumps out. But this really is a road that people live on. And it's just like being in it looks brighter than it does to us on this filming. It's just like, it's very dark forest.
Okay, and tell what they filmed.
There was a big stump back there.
There's one. They filmed Star Wars.
Oh, I forgot to tell you.
Yeah.
This is where they filmed isn't the first Star Wars? Anyway, one of the Star Wars.
Ewok Forest.
The one with the Ewok forest. This is where they filmed it at.
And the whole town was full of small
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. There was a lot of little people that came to be extras on that. So they came here. Now see, here's where they don't cut a tree down. You have to go around it. See, they didn't straighten the road. You just have to go around this. So there are people that live on this road. And a lot of people come down here just because it is kind of a touristy thing. Because it's such a very strange. Look at this.
Tiny
It's in your
house.
front yard.
I would bet that's the Airbnb.
Look at this. It looks light to you, but it's dark. It's like going through a tunnel almost. And you see how tall these trees are. It's almost turning into a one lane now. Only one car could go down this. It's really beautiful, but I would never want to live on this road. You would never get any sunlight around your house at all. This is really getting narrow now. These are all big redwood trees, right?
Years ago, I did home milk delivery on this road.
How was that?
That was fun.
I bet. See, we're coming into some sunlight. They must have cut a couple of trees down.
You still gotta go around it.
But see, look they didn't straighten the road. They made the road go around this. Because obviously, if there was a tree in the road, they wouldn't cut it down just for the road. So anyway, I don't think there's probably a road anywhere in the world like this road. It's named good for, look at that sign. So
They have garbage service down
here's another one right in the middle of the road. You have to go around this little plant.
here. They probably had a tree.
There was a tree there at one time, and then they finally took the stump out, but they made the road around the tree. They wouldn't take it down. So here's a house that actually
In the sun.
has a little bit of sun. These, you don't have any sun. So anyway, it's a fun road.
That old lady that sold the knives over here.
She
Right.
died. We can have it online. Okay, this is called the
Pie shop for the fisher.
Port of Brookings. I was trying to get, you could stay in that motel right here on the port. Jamie, don't indulge in his family secrets right now. We could park there. Anyway, this is where you come and eat your lunch. It's the Port of Brookings right in town. Yeah, we will. And it's beautiful, hey look, there's campground openings. Over here, they camp.
They just redid this last year.
Look, there's your seagull. Except I got hit in the face with your camera. Okay, get out and do your filming.
I don't want to film those people. It's not very blue ocean today. Some days it will be very, very blue. I used to drive the fishing boat. We'd come out of the jetty right over here. I was stripped again. And sometimes they'll get bad storms. This wall used to not be here. But there'll be bad storms and the logs come up and they had to redo all of it. So now they put this wall here. And those houses over here. You gotta be rich to live over there on that cliff. Somebody has a campground down there. But this is where the boats all come out and go out to do the fishing. And then you go way down this way, you go drive way down, drop pots, crab pots. And then over here on this cliff, our house is up there too. And then they shoot fireworks on the 4th of July on this beach down there. There's a motel that we can stay at, but it's just right on the beach. Driftwood. Ready? So, and then the boats are over here. We'll drive over to where they park the boats. Moorage the boats. It used to be $400 a month to park the boat. I'm sure it's a lot more now. Okay, here's the moorage of the boats. My boat used to be down here, our boat. And it was like $400 a month to park your boat. Yeah. I know, especially if you weren't fishing. And over there is where they sell the crab. We sold the crab over here. And they had a lift that lifted it up. And we would walk down these ramps. Over here is the yard that they lift your boat out to fix the bottom and everything. And you spend a lot of time down there getting your boat ready, painting it. And they have public bathrooms up here. Some people live on their boats. When he was too drunk, and I made him come down and live on his boat. Spend the night on your boat, you're too drunk to come home because you'll beat me up. Anyway, some good memories, some bad memories. He had a big temper when things didn't work out right. One time he threw his, what were they called? The girdies, which are the motor things that pull up your fishing gear and stuff, and it wasn't working right, and he threw it overboard. And then he had to hire divers to go down and get him. Well, that was smart. And the Coast Guard's over here. Coast Guard boat. See that? U.S. Coast Guard. And you get your gas over there on your boat. And look at all these houses now up here. They used to not have these houses up here. But it's grown like every place. They have a pretty view. This is just for commercial boats, and your pleasure boats are on the other, farther up, on the other pier where it's not so deep water. So, these are just memories for me. But when I married Jamie, I had to leave it all, which I was happy to. And there's the campers over here, but I wanted to camp by the ocean. Jamie doesn't want too much. He's not in for it. And then here we go. I told you, kite flying. We're going to fly a kite in Afton someday. But they have big old, look how big that kite is. And they fly them on the beach. I guess here too. Oh, here's another one over there. They're getting ready to fly. He isn't getting it up very much. It's a low flyer. He's trying to get it out. I've heard that before. That's naughty. I'm not that naughty. The children would be embarrassed. Mom, don't say that. There, let's get it. Not very high. Down. Needs to get a wind gust or something, maybe. Oh, bounced. There we go. Oh, it's gonna crash. Alright. I don't know if he knows what he's doing. There we go. Let's get it up a little. I don't think he's a pro. I don't know.